I've never come across anyone who didn't have asymmetry through their spine. And as we look at the 3 planes of motion, we know that our spine goes through flexion, extension, side bending, and rotation. What we're going to focus on in this segment is how to create symmetry in the transverse plane, meaning with rotation. What you'd want to do is start with a quick self-assessment. You can cross your arms across your chest. Try and think about not moving your hips too much. I really want to see how far can I turn the shoulders, aka the spine, without the hips compensating. Because if I let the hips go, it can be very difficult to tell when it's spine motion versus hip motion. So I come here, and if you look at me, when I twist to my right, this is the range of motion I have. But when I go to my left, I just don't go as far. So for me, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to take my arms, I want to twist them so that my shoulder turns back to the left, and then when I feel the natural resistance, I'm going to position my hands. This is kind of where the point where my stomach said, hey, we don't have a lot more range of motion, right here's about the max. It's very important that you don't go as far as you can. I could reach back further, but that's not the goal of this. I want to position myself here. My hands are at shoulder height. If you have any kind of pain or discomfort, you could also put the hands higher or lower, maintaining the rotation. If your asymmetry is on the other side, you just face the other direction. So what I want to do here is, now that I'm positioned at my threshold of rotation, I want to use an authentic driver to create more range of motion. So I could use my pelvis going forward and back. I could use my pelvis going side to side. And I could also use my pelvis going through rotation. It's important that the hands stay in position and I don't lose this hand position. Additionally, I can use my eyes looking down and looking up, falling right, falling left, and then looking right and looking left. And once I go through those 3 planes of motion, exploring the different drivers of the body, I want to take my hands and reposition them. I want to take up a little more range of motion and try and go through that again. Again, if you start getting a lot of pinching, compression, or pain, you've went past your threshold. You want to move it back and leave off on success. If you have any questions, ask your trainer.